It is 9:11 in the morning on November 3rd here, and it is an interesting day today when it comes to weather. We've had a beautiful sunny day, and then it rained a whole lot. Well, it's going to be a whole lot of that today. We're looking at isolated showers, mostly sunny skies, high near 87. It's going to be a little gusty out there, too. Gusts as high as 24 miles per hour. Right now, it is 84 degrees out there at the Saipan International Airport, and the humidity is at 77%. So it's going to feel a little chilly outside today with that low humidity, but it's going to get wet out there. So make sure you bring your jacket if you haven't left the house yet. Bring it just in case. Throw it in the back seat. I think you'll be just fine. Well, if you want to be cool, though, you should come down to the NMI News Service this morning because we have a champion with us. We don't get this kind of awesomeness all the time. Sitting right across from me, I just met her. Look at that smile. It's almost as big as her career. Carol Lee is here with us. Carol, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
This is so cool. By the way, we just met. First time, right?
You're right.
I don't know why I did not expect you to be so tall. Like I thought that you were just, this is a great story. You know, she's just got all the effort and everything. No, you are just awesome. Like when you got in here, I would be deathly afraid to be on the other side of a tennis court with you right now. I can't imagine. Your serve just has to be crazy. The angles and everything. I would have no chance, and that's because I also am terrible at tennis.
Well, now you try and learn more from me.
Yes.
From my side.
All right. I would have to say, what would be something that every tennis player who's just starting out, what's one thing you could tell them that would instantly improve their game without even seeing who they are?
Oof, this is a very good question. I would say starting off with feeling the ball, feeling your racket, like gripping your racket, and just feeling the ball, like contacting with your head racket. I think and then just kind of give a nice timing, like feeling it out, and also figuring out with the body coordination as well. I think that's the first thing maybe you should do. Well, that's what I would try if I would, start all over again.
That sounds like great advice. Thinking about that, think about like kids and everything for soccer, different sport, right? But the similar thing is master the touch of the ball, right? Get used to it on your foot, what you can do with it, try that juggling and everything like that.
Yeah.
And so you can really know what you can do with the ball and how it's going to react. And like you were saying, with the racket, the feel of it and everything like that. So that's pretty cool for not even like we didn't even step on the court once, and I'm already a better tennis player.
Yeah, I mean, you should try me. When I started, playing tennis, like my dad taught me how to feel the ball, get some coordination out of it by just putting like a pancake style, like head racket out up in the sky, and then just toss the ball, and then just kind of like bounce it up and just bouncing it up and just feeling that tension and and it works. Like I think that's one of the suggestions I would say.
And so you have played for a very long time, and your rackets, what balls and all that other stuff. But like, so I grew up playing hockey, totally different, but like I know what I like for like a stick. I know what kind of tape I want to use because there's different types. And little finer points like that. Are there different types of like strings for the racket that you like better, or a certain tension level, or even your grip tape and stuff like that? The type of racket you have. You already have a whole bunch of those specifics that you like best?
Oh yeah, well I started off with Prince. It's a very long time ago, but then I'll switch on and off with like Dunlop, and then Babolat, Pure Drive I was using during juniors, and then when I got a good deal with playing with head racket, that's when I started using head in mid-junior age to like even now I'm still using the head Speed MP, and we do have a lot of different types of strings. Also with, it depends on the players actually, and also with the weather, the atmosphere, with the altitude, like it really plays big roles on what kind of tension let it string, and there's just a lot of variations that it plays along, and it really depends on the player's style as well. It depends on their tennis style. It depends like if they really are more into strings that gives you that more touch feeling, or more power, generate more spin. So yeah, it's a lot.
That was awesome. So I have heard your name so many different times from people in the tennis community here, and they're always smiling, talking about everything that you're doing and everything that you've done. But maybe you could get us caught up a little bit. Tell us how you got your start and everything, and where you went to school here and all that stuff.
Yeah, I started playing tennis when I was 6. Wow. My father taught me, and he's been teaching me ever since. Even now, he's like my coach. And yeah, I just started just because he was just playing, having fun with his peers, like at A&P, and he would just take me there, and I would just play on the playground. We had a playground at that time, and I would just been playing, and then I was watching him, and I was like, oh my God, it looks so fun. Like I wanna play. So then I told him that I wanted to play, like teach me, and then he taught me since. And growing up, like I went to, I had like a normal life like other people here. I went to like school, like elementary school, Garrett Elementary School, and then STS, Saipan Community School, and the principal, Mr. Wingfield, really helped me because it's really hard to miss out school days, like so many homeworks, you have to make up exams and assignments, and it's just so hard to travel and play tournaments full time while I was at school. So but Mr. Wingfield really helped me. Like he helped me by being flexible, and he understood my situation, that I wanted to play more and compete more. And I'm really grateful that he gave me the opportunity to do that. I was missing a lot more schools, but I also I had to hold myself accountable to keep catching up and setting up makeup, homeworks, exam days whenever I came back. And then I graduated from SCS, Saipan Community School, and then I was really doing well. First, I was playing, the local tournaments, the town holdings, the PIC, the Coconut Classic.
Oh, yeah.
I was playing all the local tournaments, and I was doing really well at my age, at a young age. And then I was invited to the MPQ. Now it's called MPRC. To Guam, or also they also hosted in Saipan. They go back and forth before, and yeah, it was my first time going internationally, going to Guam with the team, which was really cool. And then,
how old were you then?
I think I was 9 or 10.
Wow,
I was very young.
that's crazy.
Yes, I was playing 12 and under, and yeah, and I really enjoyed my time and my trip with the team in Guam. And then I really did well there as well. And then the NMI team went for a trip, for more tournaments, for a POJC tournament in Fiji that was held in Fiji, and then
Pacific Open Junior Championship.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was a really big event because all the other islands, not just Saipan or Guam, but it was Palau, Tonga, American Samoa, Fiji, New Tahiti and Vanuatu. So many of these other small islands gathered together into this event, and then we would compete against each other. And then I get to represent NMI there, and it was such a nice and learning experience for me, and I've learned so much. And then since then, I really did well as well. And then the ITF player development in Fiji, that the academy was based in Fiji. They invited top players who were in the top on their age categories, and I was one of them that time. And So they invited me for like a full scholarship for a year, and that was the big decision, whether I wanted to keep continuing living my life here in Saipan and doing the same, or like go to high school with other people, like with my peers, or if I, should get out of Saipan and really wanting to play, because I didn't have financial stability as well. I mean, even now it's hard, but yeah. So that was one of the reasons, like, my parents and I decided, like, yeah, we should, try and go for it, like, get this opportunity and take it. And then Fiji for 4 years, and they were able to provide me, like training-wise, like fitness, learn so many things, responsibilities, such as like doing your laundry, like, making your bed, like small things, like cleaning up the dishes after like, dinner, and, those small things like really mattered and really like helped me learn a lot of like self-responsibility, not just on court, but off court as well. And they provided me fundings for me to able to like travel the world and compete. And for me, like, I was very, very thankful for that, because I didn't have that kind of funding. And
nobody gets this kind of thing. Like, this is like such a special opportunity that you're able to go through with all this stuff. Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And you had, it's like basic tennis training, where you got like, get out and clean your room, do your laundry, all that stuff. And so how many, and you're still taking regular school classes while you're doing that stuff too?
Online. It was completely online. And we had a very strict set schedule planning. We would wake up at a certain time, like 6 a.m., and we'd run around laps in a rugby field, because Fiji was known as,
big time.
Big rugby, So they had like 6 rugby fields, and we would be running, at 6:30 a.m. And then after that, I would clean up, and, we'll have breakfast, and then we'll do online school, like get to it, like get our laptops out, and then we would just be doing school. And then after that, like, we would have a morning session, tennis session for like 2 hours, and an hour of fitness, and then we'll come back, and then we'll shower, and then lunch, pick up laundry, fold our laundry, and then a little bit of break, online school again, and then afternoon tennis sessions, and then come back by evening and have dinner, and then we'll have like different chores, because it's not just me, there are other like players from the Pacific Islands, and then we'll study again, do school, and then we'll have a little bit of like 1 hour phone session, and then they take our phones away, and then we get for bed, and then we do it all over again.
No kidding. And that's 4 years? Yeah.
I mean, things changed like after like, I think 3 years, because there were some changes and some rules changed. But yeah, definitely the first 3 years was like that.
So that's all that to get you to become a much better player and hone your skills and still develop your education and all that. But how does it work when you're doing all that for going out to tournaments and stuff like that? Because you still played in tournaments and everything while you're doing that, right?
Right.
So you have to fly out from there. Do you handpick which tournaments you want to go to? Like, oh, this one I could get points, or how does that work?
So yeah, the coaches were the ones who picked out the tournaments for me, and I like trusted them, because I didn't know which tournament I should be playing to get this amount of points or that, to like raise my ranking, keep improving. And so the coaches were the ones who picked out for me with the tournaments, and I would fly from Fiji areas most of the time. I'll usually go to Australia, New Zealand, New Caledonia, where else? Oh, Europe, Italy. There was another ITF center for player development funds for African players. So I'll get invited over to Morocco and live with them for 3 months, train with them, and then compete tournaments. Like I played tournaments in clay as well, so I had to practice on clay.
That's what I was going to ask you about now, because I remember not following it super close, but when I was growing up, when the big tournaments were on, we would watch, on TV. And you see the hard court, clay court, grass court, and everything. And now, we have Saipan court, right? So have you been able to try all these different types of courts, and do you have one that you like better than any of the other ones?
I prefer hard because I grew up on playing on hard, and I think my game style also suits on hard more. But yes, I've tried all the court surfaces. I've tried clay from, in Europe when I had to fly to Morocco and train with them. It was really hard at first. Like I thought I was like gonna fall like every time, and like
Really?
it was more physical too, and a little bit different on tactical parts as well. But once I got used to it, like it was fine. But more grinding as well, more definitely longer rallies. So definitely the physical plays a big role, I would say.
Oh, on the clay?
On clay.
Wow.
Yes. I played on grass in Australia. There was a Margaret Court, Margaret, I think it was Margaret Court, that held in Australia, and my younger sister actually went there before, which is pretty cool because like I was there when I was like around her age, and then she also went there and then won a team event, and I was like, oh my gosh, like brings me back, memories that I was there and I won the 12-and-under individuals, and it was on grass, real grass. It was my first time. It was back in like 2012, like sometime there, and yeah, I definitely played all the course surfaces.
Do you wear different shoes for the different surfaces there?
Yes, for grass, there's more. There's this different type of shoe that helps with like more stability when I'm like running and not trying to slide. Like there's more stability on it, and there's a specific type. I also played on carpet as well. Recently in Germany, where I train now, we have indoor carpet, and apparently there's carpet shoes too, but I just wear like hardcore shoes and it's fine. Clay court, definitely there's clay court shoes. Yeah, we have different type of shoes.
So with clay, you could slide a little bit more?
Oh yes, you can slide more. Like I think you have to slide when you can, because it's just how it is. Like we just get to slide, but we have to like really balance it out. You kind of have to like, I don't know how to explain it. Like need to learn first how to slide, but like not slide over to the point like you're unbalanced. Like you need to recover quickly, for the next fall too.
Like more weight on your heels as you're going into it?
More weight on your legs, I would say, and bending more on your knees. I think that helps.
Wow, it sounds amazing. So, trying to master all those different surfaces. Just from soccer, we play on turf, but we started playing at AMP, or not AMP, but over here at Oleai Sports Complex. So that was its own multi-surface court too, because like in the wet season there was grass, and in the dry season it was mostly like dirt. And so you get to figure out like, and if it rains, the different kind of cleats that you would wear and all that other stuff. So I imagine when you're playing on those different surfaces, the ball reacts a little different too when it hits. Does it get more grab on clay or on grass, or does it die?
On grass is more like the flatter you hit and the lower you hit, it's better. It has more impact because it slides and then it reacts like quick and fast. So there's no time to like really set up. You have to just get the timing, shorter swings, and staying low more. For clay, the ball bounces higher, like higher in general.
Really?
Yeah, and topspin, like high topspin, like a lot of topspin helps, and is more it takes more advantage on clay. And definitely longer rallies. I think it's more physical as well, and more depth as well for clay, and slower. It's slower for sure.
No kidding.
With the surface. And hard is I mean, it's less bouncy, but it also depends on which countries I'm at. Like some other countries, like the hard court surface, like the ball bounces even like higher actually, like the clay. And some other ones, it's really it's fast, as like grass. So hard, like different regions plays as well, what kind of hard courts they have.
How about the balls? I mean, like, so I know that there's so many different people that make them and all that stuff. So, like, for soccer, same thing. Like, for hockey, it was easy because it's just your black puck. That's it.
Yeah.
Boom. You know, no, you can't be special with it. But, like, do you get to pick, or is it like the tournaments have their own, or is there one for, like, that governing body? We all use the same universal, this kind?
Back in college, like in the U.S., all the schools for Division One used Wilson, and I think and also in NCAA like championships as well. They only use Wilson balls. For other ITF or WTA events, it depends on the countries and their events. Like some of them they use Head Tour, some of them use Dunlop, or for example Australian Open, they use the Australian Open. Dunlop ones. So it really like we don't get to choose it. It's up to them.
Do they react differently? Like, do you know, like, all right, I know with this ball it's going to do a little more of this, or it is pretty much all the same?
No, they're a little different. Like the Wilson one tends to bounce higher, and Penn is more a little bit flat feeling. It doesn't bounce as high. It's like in the middle. Dunlop, it kind of bounces and then kind of like skips forward. So, and Head in Korea, like it did not bounce at all. But other Head balls in other countries, like it's like normal, like I would say similar as Wilson. So
cool.
Yeah, it's just different.
All right, so we got a lot of your history and everything, so let's talk about what you're doing right now, aside from being right here in our studio. So what's going on with your life right now?
I mean, I graduated from Georgia Tech last summer. So yay, I'm finally out. And I got the degree. It was so hard. And then since then, I started full-time pro tour as a professional athlete. Since last September, I started a few tournaments. And then this year was like, I really went for it.
Well, do a lot of the folks that you're playing with, have they gone through college and gotten their degree, or did they get sidetracked with more of a tennis focus? And because I feel like if they were going to do that, like some of what you were talking about, it was so difficult, so much training that you got to put in. Getting that degree has got to be really tough, and trying to balance that with tennis. So are you playing against, did everybody go through college, or did are there a bunch who just went through the tennis ranks?
Like my teammates, or...
Or the people that you're playing against now?
Yeah, there are definitely a mix of players who are like me, who played college tennis, and then they also decided to play professionally full time. There are others like my teammates in my year. They stopped playing tennis after college and went for internships. Went for they're focused more on job careers. Some players, they've been professional tennis players since they were young, since they were juniors. So there's a lot of good mixture and different paths on players I've played against.
So now when you're a pro, do you still have a coach, and how do you train?
Yeah, I was figuring that out last year because my plan was to stay at Georgia Tech because I was able to, and the coaches were really, really generous for me to still be able to train with them and with the team, with the new team.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there were change of plans. Now I am training at an academy in Wiesbaden. It's a small city 15 minutes away from Frankfurt by car. It's called T2B Academy, and yeah, I've been training there full time since this beginning of the year.
Wiesbaden, is that the same place?
Wiesbaden.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. So have you started speaking some German now? You've been all around. I was going to ask, like you said, you're New Cal. You speak some French now too. Have you picked up a little bit? No.
A little bit. Like 9 means no.
Oh.
Like Guten Morgen means good morning. Gute Nacht means good night. Like Milch means milk. Like picking up some, few random things.
All right, so not only is she a tennis pro, she's also available for German tutoring. You can get her while she's here in Saipan. How long are you going to be here, and what brought you out?
The reason was I've gone full time this year and haven't stopped. When I'm not playing tournaments, then I take like 1 or 2 maximum days of rest and recovery and get back to training week. So it builds up, it's a lot, and I'm feeling a little, exhausted mentally and physically. So I had the time to, come back home and, feel the island life again, feeling the nostalgia, and spending time with my family before I head out, eating mom's, home cooking food and playing tennis with my family again, and also slowly recovering back to like a little reset button, and also wanted to take more lessons, specific lessons from my father, who's still been coaching me till now, and we've been he's been coaching me some few specific small techniques, also tactical patterns that he saw, because I brought him with me as my coach. Recently in China, there was a WTA 250, and he was watching me play, and he had a lot of things in mind that I could improve to take it to the next level. And I thought this was the perfect opportunity to do that, because I don't come home often and he doesn't travel with me often. But he's been watching me through all the live matches, even with the big time difference, I'm in the Europe or, and there's a big 7-hour, 9-hour time difference. He would wake up and watch me play when they're live matches, live videos. And then he would give me feedback, good feedback. He would tell me I have to work on these things, and I did this well, keep doing that, and still progressing through together. And now I'm taking good lessons from him, and I think it was a good opportunity before I head out again.
That's so wonderful that you got that relationship with the fam, and especially with your dad to bring you through all that stuff too. Did he ever have this kind of level of success with tennis when he was growing up, or did he play and come up the same way you did?
He didn't play professionally, but he did play back in Korea, and he also was a coach to the Korean the club matches, and he would be there to assist and help out. So he did gain a lot of experiences from that, and he continued to study and watch, and he's always eager to learn the development of, back in tennis eras versus now, and how it's developing, and how the new players or the junior players, upcoming, good junior players are playing. And he keeps learning and also teaches me. And yeah, he's definitely, I would say he is experienced as other coaches that I have been working with.
That's awesome. So with everything you've done so far, what are you most proud of?
I'm proud that I guess all some sacrifices, investments, and the progress that I've made to be the best version of myself and just continue to climb up, and that I'm making the NMI proud. Like people around the world are like, "Where are you from?" Like, you know, like, "Are you Korean?" Like, oh, like I saw sometimes like recently there was also in WT events like they'll put Papua New Guinea flag, and I'm like, no, like I'm not from there. Like I have nothing to do with them. And I would tell people who are like they're so curious about NMI, like Saipan, they've never heard of it. They've heard of Guam before, but they haven't heard Saipan. And I would tell them a little bit of history about it, and they're just like very, very like excited. Like they were like, oh my gosh, like they were like eye-opening, you know, awareness around the world, and hearing more like about NMI and where it came from. And I was born and raised there. Like it was just like very cool that I was able to tell stories and to tell the background, like where I was from, to people like around the world. And I think that's one of the proudest moments, is that I'm able to tell my part with the NMI like around the world.
Super cool. Do you have a match that's your most memorable? Like you're either a big win or a big loss, like something that's like, wow, man, I'm so glad I got that one. Like it was great. Or maybe one that got away that you would love to replay.
Yeah, there are a lot of matches. There are a lot of matches, but it is part of, you know, the journey. It's part of the ride. You know, it doesn't always go up. It goes up and down and up and down. I think it's important to be consistent, to learn from it, even though it hurts, and, you know, coming back stronger and training harder and working on the things that didn't work out in those matches. One of the matches I would say that I wish that I could, you know, replay and do something differently was this year around May in the country Georgia. Mm-hmm. There were 250 ITFs that I played back to back, and I had to grind through qualies. And I reached my first semifinals in that prize money level, 50. And I played against the number 2 seeded player from Poland, and she's a really good player, but I was really close. Like we had 3-set battle, 3-hour battle.
Wow.
And third set, something changed. I lost 4-6, 7-5, and then 1-6, and I was very upset about it. So, but I mean, I learned there were definitely maybe tactical patterns, more mental side, physical part plays along. So, just wish that it could be my first. You know, I was so close to getting to finals in my first 50. So, I think that really that was painful. And one of the proudest moments, like the best moments, was that week as well. It was the second week. The next day, after losing that semis, I had to grind through qualies again. So I didn't take a break. I just kept going for 2 weeks straight. And I reached semis again, and I played against this amazing player from Chinese Taipei, and I had to play 2 matches that day at the same time, the quarters and semis. And I grounded through, and I won in 3 sets in 3 hours again.
Wow.
And then I won my first 50K title in that week against another great player from country Georgia. And it was another battle, 3-hour, 30-minute battle with her in 3 sets as well. And I was glad that instead of falling down from the loss of the semifinals, I was able to get myself up and grinded through and kept going.
So 3.5 hours is a long time. I've done a bunch of long races, and one of the things that you got to do is you plan, you hydrate beforehand, and what you're going to eat that day and all that. But what you have to manage is your in-race nutrition. So do you have like in-event nutrition that you're thinking of? Like if you're playing, like you said, you got like three matches?
Yeah.
Right? So it's game, set, match, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I get it. So 3 sets. Okay, so 3 sets. So like you don't have a whole lot of time between each set, but do you like crush like an energy gel? Do you do anything like is there a special sports drink that you like, or do you eat something? How do you deal with it?
Before the match, I would try and eat something nutritious. Obviously, for definitely have breakfast, good amount of breakfast. Like I would have toast with scrambled eggs and with Greek yogurt, with fruits, definitely bananas, and then I would hydrate a lot, both water and electrolyte powder, and then during the match, during the changeovers, I would try and I eat bananas. I'm like a banana person. The thing is that I don't eat bananas like outside the matches, not often at all. But like in the matches, during the matches, like I'm the banana person. Like I would be taking a bite and having like 3 bananas like every match.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I would also take energy gels for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of electrolytes, Powerade, salt, a lot of salt as well as sodium. Magnesium, and yeah, that's like my part of my
there you
routine.
Go. Okay, all right. So, what do you have your sights on right now? What are you targeting? What's your next big goal or event?
It's interesting because at the beginning of the year, my goal was to reach top 500 because I didn't have any points. I didn't have a ranking at the beginning of the year. So I was like, top 500 sounds like ideal, like achievable. Because the long term is obviously being like top 100 and the top 50 and the top 10,
Mm-hmm.
and then participating like all the Grand Slams. But like having no points and just starting my first full-time pro tour,
Mm-hmm.
I would say like ideally it would be top 500. But then I made it to I went past that like in the middle of this year, and I was like, oh, okay, like I didn't expect that, and then my next goal was top 200 by the end of the year. So now I'm at 216 and I'm so close, and so like my goal is still top 200 by the end of the year.
Wow.
And I'm also looking forward to play qualies for Australian Open coming up next year. I did not expect myself, that I'll be participating and, being in the safe zone to get to play the qualies in the Australian Open, my first, Grand Slam next year. So I'm really excited about it. Yeah.
That's incredible. Like, so I'm just looking at some of your the events that you've been on and everything, and knowing that you're continuing to move your way up, you're creeping up toward top 200, and then what? Like, by the way, so now that you're here, everybody in the tennis community knows you're here, right? So, are you meeting up with some folks? I know that you're going to be doing some training with your dad. But are you going to be out there doing anything with any kids or any aspiring tennis players out here?
Right now, no, because I have limited time. I
Mm-hmm.
just got back Friday afternoon. So I wanted to spend more time with my family and, be more, getting coached by my dad as well, and also help my younger sister
Mm-hmm.
too, to, keeping up with the rallies with me. But yeah, today I will be practicing, playing with, oh my God, what's his name? I just met him last night. He came from Dubai. I think he recently came to Saipan as well.
Wow.
And I just met him briefly, and I had a hit with him a bit like last night when I saw him in the courts. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. Jonah. Oh my God, I think it's Jonah. Oh my God, I hope I'm right. I hope he's not saying this. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, Jonah, if that's even your name. You made a real impression on somebody. What was his name? So this cool guy from Dubai.
Oh,
You just got here from Dubai, I should
yeah,
say.
he just got here I recently, and he's new. I haven't met him, and I haven't met him till last night at AMP when I was getting coached by my dad and my sister. But yeah, I'll be hitting with him. I've seen a couple of junior players on the court on Saturday at the AMP as well, and they're like working hard. They're like playing. It was so hot out there, and they were like playing points. They were having fun. So it was just so nice to watch them play because like I was like, oh my gosh, like they're motivated. Like, you know, they're getting their exercise in on the weekend. Like maybe they're prepping for town holdings coming up. Like it was just like, it was a nice feeling that these kids are out there like on a hot, sunny, humid day in Saipan and, you know, playing tennis against each other.
You said something earlier that I loved about one of the things that you're proud of is that you're really making the most of your opportunity. You know, that you're maximizing what you've got. And, you know, I've seen a lot of athletes who are so gifted and maybe they didn't dedicate as much. And people who were really, really good at something and maybe they didn't put in the time or they didn't think they needed to practice anymore because they were good at that level and they never went very far. And I think that you're just the embodiment of what happens when you don't quit, when you keep trying, you keep working for it. The sky is the limit. You can go as far as you want, as hard as you want to train. And you're a real role model for any athlete in any sport of being able to take what you've got and making the most out of it. And you're still chasing it. It's the coolest thing. It's so exciting.
Thank you. I mean, it's not over yet. Like I still have goals and dreams that I want to achieve, and I love to keep going. I think it's just how my parents taught me since I was little. Like nothing's given, nothing's like I can't take anything for granted. Like if I want to get something, then I need to chase after. I have to work hard. Like there's no excuses or just if you want something, I think it's the best way is to just keep working hard and you know, with the resources that we have, like use that advantage and just going for it. I mean, worst case is, you know, it doesn't work if you don't achieve that goal, but doesn't mean like you're a failure as a person. Like I don't think of it that way. Like if you don't get something, that at least you tried and you gave your best and your effort to achieve something that you love. Yeah.
Great answer. Like that answered my next question. That is just lovely. I'm so glad I got to meet you. Thanks so much for coming in here today. I know Rosalind's doing a good job getting you around and everything.
Yes, sure.
But thank you for taking some of the time in your limited time here on the trip to be able to come in here and everything. Anything you'd want to say to anybody out there who's watching?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me here. It's my first time meeting you, and I feel like I've known you for a while now. I'm honored to be part of this with you, and I hope that I have inspired or gave some good advices or some sort of like information to help everyone here out in their lives. A message for young aspiring players in NMI is to all the young players in NMI, don't be afraid to dream big. Whatever your purpose may be, like take the advantage of the resources and the opportunities we have in this small island, and create something special on your own. Even though we are from a small island, like doesn't mean that your dreams have to be small. You just have to, keep working hard and believe in yourself. And yeah, let's oh my God, what's the word? I'm trying to be smooth at this, but I'm pretty bad at it. So give me a moment.
No, yeah, that's great.
Let's have our the NMI pride and show it and take it to the rest of the world. Let's see what we could do as coming from NMI.
Wonderful. Aside from your mom's home cooking, is there anything that's here that you can only get in Saipan that you definitely want to eat while you're here?
Oh, I mean, definitely the barbecue sticks, and I really enjoyed it since I was young. I would say himawari, and I would say like the Shirley's. There's a fried chicken, like half chicken with like a garlic rice and this type of like local soy sauce. With
like finadene?
Yeah, that one. So like good combination. I've had it it's been a while I haven't had it, so I would definitely have that. I think definitely like just barbecues, like good roasted barbecues.
Oh, wait, how long are you here?
Well, till tomorrow.
Oh, you're gonna miss it. Oh, I was gonna tell you a place where I know you could get something. I just saw you sent me a message. So, but there's a place that's they've got it every Friday. It's their special.
Friday?
Yes. Oh, you're gonna miss it.
I guess I have to change my flight.
Yes, there you go.
Just to be there.
Ina's Kitchen.
Just forget about Australia trip.
It's got the chicken. It's got the pork. It's like
what?
Yeah, and it's like crispy on the outside too, but it's not fried. It's like smoked.
I'm so hungry.
I don't know if they can make a special version of it for you. I don't know all that stuff, but maybe if you call them Ina's Kitchen. It's at the
Ina's Kitchen.
Yeah, it's in Sarotasi, like on the way down from Capitol Hill.
Okay.
Like as you take the right to go up, it's right after the gas station. You can't miss it.
Okay, Ina's Kitchen.
Yep.
Okay, I have to keep in mind.
It's their Friday special. Oh.
But it's Friday.
I know, but maybe they can make it. Maybe they got some that's still there that they can just prepare it for you.
Maybe I
don't
should
know.
just drive up there right now and then just ask.
Yes.
Ask for all this good stuff before I leave.
I am making you late for your next one. You've got another meeting. I just saw Rosal's thing.
Oh.
So.
It's that time already? It went so fast.
It did.
I feel like it's been like 10 minutes.
I'm so glad I got to meet you. We got to take a picture, and before you get out of here, if I had a tennis ball, I'd ask if you signed it. But that's what we've got. Carol, thanks so much for being on here. Thanks for being a great representative of the NMI while you're out there playing tennis in the world, and thanks for being a great role model for young men, young women, everyone who wants to be an athlete, even old guys like me still chasing the dream. So
I mean, age doesn't matter. Thank you so much again.
Thanks. All right, guys, that is Carol Lee. We had a great time with her in studio today. Soak it in. You only got a couple more seconds before we take her off the screen. And she's going to go out there and be the pro that you know out there in the world. I want to say thanks to all you guys for tuning in today. We are going to wrap it up because it's 10 o'clock and we got some stuff to do. We got to put some more news out there. It is. Just like that. I know, right? It was super fast. It went great.
It was fast. It means that we had fun.
We did. So we're going to take a break. Here's what I'll do real quick. I'll just refresh the screen just to see if we got the latest news update. And if it is, I'll play it for you guys. Let's see what's going on. There it is. All right, here's the latest news update, folks. We'll be back.